Hi guys, welcome to my first YouTube video and my channel. It's gonna be called Living with Megan, and I'm Megan, so nice to meet you. So basically this channel will be based off of makeup because it's my very first video, and so my first passion is makeup, so that's what I'm gonna go with. So yeah, stay tuned. So I'm gonna start with just basically my routine, what I do first, which is always my eyebrow. Okay, so I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And sorry guys if I am having heavy breathing. I'm very pregnant and the baby was pushing up on my lungs the whole video. I could not breathe. Formation on both sides. Like that, and then I just go ahead and line my eyebrows. I do the top first. Okay, so after I make the shape that I want, I just go ahead and fill in the brow. And then I progressively see how I started to get towards the beginning of my brow. I just keep filling in strokes and then get closer and closer to the edge on this side. I tend to stroke lighter there just because the natural formation of your eyebrow is light to dark, so I just get lighter and then I fill in little by little like that. Then I grab my spoolie again, and then I just make sure that everything is even in a natural gradient. Like that. I sculpt my eyebrows with the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer from Too Faced. This is in the color Golden. I don't use much because I don't like that ring of highlight. I like it to look as natural as possible. So I barely dab any product on my brush, and then I start from the bottom. Like that. There we are. And then I kind of just blend down to make the color that's right underneath my eyebrow to blend the color in. So that's the bottom of my brow. So then I flip it over to the other side because I put products on both sides of the brush, and then I carve out the top. Okay, so that is one eyebrow. And then I will do the other eyebrow, and then I will be back. My eyebrows are done. And so I'm gonna move on to my face. I have this my Fenty primer. I just broke it. It fell on the floor, and then now it won't work. So I'll just open it and kind of put it on my face. Like that. And then rub that in. I love this primer because I feel like it's so moisturizing, even though it's mattifying. we're all primed up. I normally do my base before my eyes, so I'm gonna use the original Fenty Pro Filter, and it's in the shade 340. So I put a few drops like per section. I put like maybe 1 drop up there and then 2 drops on each side of my face, just like for better distribution. And I don't do several coats, and so when I put the 2 drops at the same time, I feel like it gives me the coverage that I need from this foundation. So I just put it directly on my face, and then I go in with my sponge, and then I just go ahead and blend that out. So I just wanted to add that the congestion and the sniffles that I'm having is also due to my pregnancy and nothing to do with COVID, FYI. This foundation oxidizes like crazy on my skin. When I first bought it, I was like, this is not how it looked in the store. Because in the store it matched me perfectly, and then I got home and I was like terrified that it didn't match me because it looked a lot lighter. But it eventually darkens up into my shade. So like, as you can see already, it already darkened up quite a bit. Just in the few seconds I've been blending it. So while I do this, I guess I'll tell you guys like why I decided to create a YouTube channel. So it's probably been 5 years since I've found this whole like makeup world, makeup community. And it all like started on Instagram. I didn't know anything about makeup. I didn't know anything about YouTube or tutorials. I didn't do any of that or search for people on those stations at all. And so I found some influencers back in 2015 that I really liked, and I love the way they look with their makeup and things like that. And so I just started buying stuff. I had no idea what I was doing. The first thing that I learned how to do was my eyebrows. And I went straight to Sephora when I got some, like enough, I felt like I've learned enough from tutorials. I went straight to Sephora and I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, like the one that comes in the jar. And I was hooked ever since then. I felt like that's back when like everyone was saying like, oh, eyebrows on fleek or whatever. So I would go around saying, oh, my eyebrows are on fleek, my eyebrows are on fleek. I was so excited to just like, I don't know, it just like made me so happy. I felt like my eyebrows looked so good and it elevated my look so much. My eyebrows have come like a long way since then. I don't think they ever looked bad. It's just that like the products that I was using. So the products that I was using, I said that I started with the Dip Brow Pomade. That's actually not true now that I'm telling the story. When I first got into makeup, it was around like between like fall, Christmas time of 2015. So my husband for Christmas went to Ulta and bought those like little holiday gift box packs that, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but like it's like a pack that Sephora has, and it has like various different things that like you can use for your eyebrows, for eyeshadow or eyeliner, and stuff like that. It's like a multi-pack, and it's the Ulta brand. So he got that for me, and I was filling in my eyebrows with the cream eyebrow, that mix that they had in that pack. And so that was the very first like makeup like that I ever owned, other than like when I was a teenager I would own like the compacts of the CoverGirl or the Maybelline compacts dry powder foundation, but all I would do is just put that on my, I would just like put that all over my face, and that was it, with like some chapstick or something. So it wasn't really, I wasn't really into it that much as a teenager. So I started with that, and then I finally like hit the pan because it had like a concealer on the side as well. The concealer was like one size fit all, so it was like pretty bright. I learned how to eventually stop from getting those halos around my eyebrows, and so now, well, that comes with like time, but now what I do to prevent that is just to use a concealer that is closer to my skin tone. So yeah, so anyway, I started with my eyebrows, and then I think the next makeup that I got after that, because I was still using like the compact like foundation, my husband gifted me again because my birthday's in January, so he gave me that box, that gift box, for Christmas. And then the next month after that, he got me some MAC lipsticks and a foundation from Sephora called Makeup Forever, and I love that formula. I actually don't know what happened to that foundation, because I know I did not use it all. The only thing I could think of is that I moved from California to Utah, and so my skin tone significantly changed, and because of that I did not like the complexion products that I had did not match my skin anymore, so I had to go out and get all new skincare, or I had to go out and get all new makeup. So I was going around just doing like my eyebrows and then just like the foundation, and I thought I was hot stuff. And I was like, no one can tell me anything, I look so cute. I mean, I felt like I looked cute, so to this day I looked cute, I don't care. Then it just like blossomed from there. Like I just kept getting more and more products, watching more and more like tutorials and reviews, and like just doing my makeup so often that like I was like, oh, I really like this. Like it's becoming like an obsession for me. Like, and I started buying things all the time. Like every time I had spare money, I was just like, makeup. So I'm gonna go back with the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in golden from Too Faced, and then I'm just gonna like put a few markings under my eye right here. Then I let that dry down just a little bit, and then I blend that out. So while that dries down, I'm going to start with my contour. I'm going to use my Match Sticks from Fenty Beauty, and then my shade is Truffle for my contour. I kind of just put like a little and build it up. I'm like really, I like bronzers, so I don't do much with the contour. I do a little at a time, and then I'll go back and like add more. But yeah, I just blend that out with one of these beauty sponges as well. But yeah, so that's how I got into that's how I got into makeup. I think I'm just like really matte, so because of that I'm just gonna add, I have this like Rose Glow Mist from Pixi, and I'm just doing this just to help me like rejudge this area, so that way it could just be easier to blend. This Fenty foundation is just like really matte. Anyway, so that's kind of how like I got into makeup, and then my skincare obsession started when, I don't remember who it was, maybe it was probably Jackie Aina, because she's like my favorite, I watch her so often, YouTuber, but it was probably her that got me into like skincare. I think she was saying makeup doesn't come out the way you like unless like your skin is the way you like. And so then I started looking into skincare and like other things like that, and then that's when my skincare obsession started. I think at this point I love skincare and makeup just the same, and sometimes I like skincare even more, just because I think like just having your natural skin, like being proud of your natural skin, is just like even better than being proud of how good you are at putting your makeup on, you know? So I have like a lot of love for skincare, and I feel like as soon as I started paying attention to my skin and I started researching ways to like make my skin better and things like that, like my makeup like elevated significantly, and for that I am grateful. So it's like they go hand in hand to me. Like I feel like you can't have good makeup outcomes. Like you could have all right makeup outcomes, you might be able to finesse it or whatever, but I feel like you genuinely cannot have good makeup outcomes until you learn how to do your skin. And you pay attention to your skin and what it needs, you know? So it's all been like super exciting. So anyway, I've been wanting to start this like YouTube channel for a long time, and like I even like I tried to start this Instagram, but I've just been like so anxious about it and not wanting, like basically caring what people thought about me. So like I never did, or I would, but I wouldn't give everyone like my Instagram handle. Like I would do all this preparation and just like never do anything with it. And so because of that, I finally like something snapped in my head, and I was just like, I'm always gonna be like nervous about it or scared about it. I feel like that's human nature, to just be kind of like on the fence about putting yourself out there, because this is like super vulnerable. Me doing this is me being vulnerable. So anyway, here I am. Hopefully next time I do this I'm like more comfortable, like, and it'll just get better from here. And also I'm just like really uncomfortable because like, as you can tell, I'm like very pregnant, and sitting in this chair for this long is really just hurting my back. So anyway, as time goes on, I think I'll get like more comfortable with this, and then be able to like, I'll be able to like interact in the video more and like have more talking points and stuff like that. But I really appreciate you guys for watching. And I'm not gonna be like too hard on myself. It's my very first video, and I'm just happy that I have, you know, the ambition and confidence within myself to realize, like, if I want something, just go for it. And I have like a lot of good people in my life too that like help me realize, like, I can't just keep saying that I want to do something and then like never do it. So that's good. Okay, so I have this bronzer. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like I'm using nothing but Anastasia, but that's just like my favorite brand, I think. I don't do it on purpose. I have a lot of other stuff, but anyway, so this is in the shade Cappuccino by just like, I don't know what, powder bronzer is what it's called. So I kind of just like start here and then put it on my chin. And then I do the same here. Put it on my chin. And then I get my forehead. Make sure all of that is going well. All right. I don't do much as far as bronzers go, but I love the way it just like warms up my face. So I have this Born This Way setting powder in translucent medium. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes. I need to reblend it because I was taking too long and it started to crease on me a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I don't really like bake. I kind of just like brush it and like pat it in. I think that looks more natural. So yeah, I do that. I have an oily like T-zone, so that's pretty much the only place that I bake. Alright, so we can move on to the eyes. So I figured that for my first tutorial, like, I would just do like a natural, I pretty much only do natural looks, but this is like a look that is super easy and I would do like all the time. So I have the Jackie Aina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just so pretty, and it has like a lot of good browns and nudes and stuff like that for dark skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that today. I also prime my eyelids because I have the hooded eyes, so I cannot put on shadows without priming. So I prime my eyelids with the Fenty Beauty Amplifying Eye Primer. So I put that on there, and then I kind of just like blend it out with my finger. I'm gonna go in with ginger right here. First, I'm just gonna do like a brown look. And I kind of do like a small swipe, and then I start here, and then I go in just like back and forth, little circles and stuff like that, until it reaches like the blendation that I want. So start here, and I kind of put it in. just kind of gradually. I'm gonna be honest, I am not like the best at eye looks. Like I don't do eccentric eye looks because I'm just like into like the natural, like glowy, pretty, like, oh, this is just like I woke up like this type of like looks on my face. Like I like the other stuff too, like with the different colors or whatever. I just have not experimented with it, so I know I'm not good at it right now, but I know that, you know, stick with what you know type of thing. So normally I like to do like only like a couple colors. Like I'm not into like cutting my crease or doing all of that. That's just like a lot to me. That's just like a lot. And I don't realistically wear that like every day. And so I feel like there's a time and place for that, but I've not been invited to those events, and so for that reason I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, so it's pretty much blended out pretty well, like where I want it. So I'm gonna go in with like Credit next, that deep dark brown, and kind of like warm it up on the outer corner. I don't want it to be that dark, so I'm just gonna pat it in. Little by little, and then I'll add more and more, just to give it like some depth and definition. Just gonna add a little bit more. After I pat it in, I kind of just like start blending, and then it gives me like the definition that I want. There we go. And then I normally like to put like a little shimmer, so I'm gonna go with, like Lituation right there. I don't think I've used it yet, but I want to use it today. It looks really cute, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint that on. See how that looks? It looks pretty subtle. I think it like works really well. You guys see? I think this is like a really pretty eye look. Just gonna deepen that color. And then I'm normally like not that big on under eyes, but I'll do like a little of the ginger, this color again, under my eye, really lightly. That's cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then we'll come back and finish the face. Exciting. so my eyes match finally. I'm gonna go ahead and go with my blush. And I'm going to mix, I have these two like liquid blushes from Sephora. One is called Plumeria and one is called Peony. And I think they're pretty. I've used them on just my skin without makeup, and I thought they were really, really pretty. I'm gonna mix them. So, anyway, I've used them on my natural skin without makeup, and I really like the color and I like how it made me look. So I wanted to try it with makeup. I've always been terrified, but why not today? We're starting new things today. So I'm just going to, oh, I'm terrified. Oh, I'm terrified. Okay. Pray for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep Alright, I'm gonna soften up the ends of it. I think it looks really cute. I think I succeeded. I've been terrified though. Let's try this side. How freaking cute is this? I love it. I think it's so pretty. I'll put some on my nose. How cute is that? I'll do the same and kind of like soften up. This is actually the brush that I got in that package I was telling you guys like at the beginning of this video, that Ulta package. This like powder brush came with it. So yeah, I still have it, I guess, huh? I'm glad that turned out cute. What do you guys think? That is pretty. That is so pretty. All right, so I think next I'm going to highlight. I want to use the Sun Dip Glow Kit highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then I'll just use this little cute, I don't even know, I think it came in a gift box that I got from someone, and then I'm just going to use the color Bronzed and kind of just lightly dust. It probably won't even show up on camera. I'm like not into highlight much. I think you can see it a little bit. Let's see. Let's dig a little deeper. You like that better? Okay, that's cute. How pretty that is. Just like subtle. How cute. feel like it's so subtle, like you can't see it, but I can see it, so that's what I'm gonna keep up. I think it's really cute, guys. What do you think? Cool. All right, so the last thing on my step is just like a nude lip. So I'm gonna do this like little ombre with these Stunna lip paints from Fenty, I mean. Unveil and Unbutton. So I use this kind of like a lip liner, and then to start, I actually think this brown color is a vibe. What do you guys think? Should I ombre it or just keep the brown? Because I'm really digging this brown. I think it's so chic. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it brown. I like the way it looks. Oh, after all that, go ahead and spray with the, I thought this was called Up All Night. Urban Decay De-Select Makeup Setting Spray. Anyways, it's the one with oil control. I swore this was like the, maybe that's a different brand, I don't know. I put quite a bit because, like I said, I have like that oily skin. And I don't like when it transfers. And sometimes I'll do it again because better safe than sorry. I love that this setting spray like sprays so wide. I feel like I get my whole face the whole time. Like with every spray, I get my whole face. Okay guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. So this is just like an everyday look that I would put on if I were going to work or anywhere. But yeah, so hopefully you like it. Thanks for rocking with me on my first YouTube channel. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm going to, like how often I'm gonna post. I just like appreciate all of you guys' support. Everyone that is like gonna be my first followers and be with me during this journey. So yeah, again, this is Living with Megan, and I'm Megan, and I'm out. Thanks guys.